What is up, homie G's and homie G dogs? Logan here from Geeks of the West. Well, I guess I am Geeks of the West. I'm pretty much the only one on this channel, but whatever. That is not the point. Today I want to talk about microtransactions. And why do I want to talk about microtransactions? Well, it seems lately like it's been breaking the news, the gaming world, with Halo 5, Rise of the Tomb Raider. There's a couple other at the top of my head that, I can't think of. Oh yeah, Bungie is introducing microtransactions to Destiny. And it seems that microtransactions plague free-to-play games, which I understand for free-to-play games, because if a game is free-to-play, then the company that makes it isn't necessarily making any money, because more often than not, there will be the free-to-play, and then you can buy the full game, or you can do microtransactions if there is no full game and it's a free-to-play game. But I guess I understand, and there's some free-to-play games that are balanced so well to the point where you don't need to, purchase, you don't need to do any microtransactions in order to enjoy the game. So, I mean, yeah, that's good. And I'm not totally against microtransactions on free-to-play games for the most part that, for the part that free-to-play games need to make money. However, when you have it in games like Halo 5, Destiny, Rise of the Tomb Raider, or just any other games for that matter, it's like, really, why do we need free-to-play games? Not free-to-play games, excuse me, sorry. Why do we need microtransactions on top of the $60 game we already bought? And depending on what edition you buy, Rich from Review Tech USA, or Rich of Review Tech USA, made this point that sometimes, you spend 60 bucks on the game, and then you easily, depending on which edition you get, whatever map packs you buy or whatever, you could easily spend, 70, 80 to $120 depending on what edition you buy. And then on top of that, microtransactions within the game for stuff that's not really that important. I mean, sure, I understand if there's something that's really cool that you have to have, and it's maybe just like $1, maybe 50 cents, $2, and it's an extra edition, like an extra costume or an extra skin for a gun. But if it's to the point where you have microtransactions that will give you a giant edge over other players, that's the part that starts bothering me and pissing me off, because it's like, oh, well, what if I'm poor? Like, what if I'm a college student? I just want to play some video games, but I can't enjoy this online video game, because somebody else has an advantage over me because they had an extra 20 bucks in their pocket. But me, I'm relying on FAFSA, on student loans, on the grants, all that shit you get from FAFSA, and then maybe snaps, aka food stamps. What do I do then? Am I supposed to not enjoy the game? So that's my issue on it. That's the part that bothers me. I guess that's kind of where I draw the line. Or, that's the part that pushes my buttons the most. Other than that, for the most part, I understand microtransactions and why there's sometimes a necessary evil, especially if you have an ever-expanding game like Destiny. You need a way to get your money, so because say Destiny, they max out on like 30 million, 2 million sales. Okay, so they max out on that. They burn through their profit, working on other games. Bungie burns through their profit working on other games, working on more expansions, and they just don't have enough money to get through. And say these microtransactions of like extra skins, maybe some cool weapons that don't necessarily give you a giant edge over other players, but give you a slighter edge, you know, in the fact that it's a cool gun and it's just slightly more rare and a little bit more powerful than something else, or it has different abilities than something else, you know, then I can understand, you know, why they would need microtransactions to keep funding their company or their employees so they can add on to Destiny, you know, to Bungie's Destiny. They need to add on somehow. They need to make a profit somehow. So I guess in that sort of sense, microtransactions are necessary evil, or if it's a free-to-play game and, you know, for the most part the game is free, but there's some cool extra things that you can get if you want to advance faster or have some cooler equipment, then I can understand. But just don't make it expensive. I'm not dropping $5 on a fucking gun. You know what I mean? There's a single gun. Make it worth my while. Give me some cool skins. Give me some cool wallpapers. Give me a cool song from, you know, like your video game soundtrack. Just make it juicy. You know, something that's already there, that's developed, that you can throw in to the microtransaction to make it worth my while. You know, like maybe a free download or just something, okay, anything, a cool, awesome 30-minute video, like a documentary of you making the game, and then, you know, it'll be worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? Make microtransactions juicy if you are gonna use them, and don't make them pointless, because I'm never gonna drop $5 on a gun. You know, well, I guess I can't say that, because I guess if I'm more financially stable in the future, I might, you know, this sounds pretty cool. I guess I'll drop $5 on it. Anyway, that's my take on microtransactions. I agree to a certain extent with them, but for the other extent, I just, you know, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, at what line? How do we not cross the line? At like what specific point have we crossed the line with the microtransactions? And I think I touched on that a little bit. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, supporting my channel. Please subscribe. More videos will come out, and I have a whopping 50 plus videos. No, maybe 50 plus videos, 70 videos that you can go ahead and enjoy and watch, you know, from different topics, you know, from topic A to B to C, so on and so forth. So please subscribe. Thank you guys, and have a good one.